Hello, welcome to another episode of the AI Workflow Lab. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the admin governance agents. This is a new agent that Microsoft released a couple of weeks ago at the time of recording. And this is an agent that was targeted towards whose role in your organization or in your environment is to manage from your SharePoint site from an admin perspective. So this agent is targeted at giving you answers to all admin questions from a SharePoint perspective. I'll show you how I identify that in this agent. So basically, if I share my screen now, you'll see that in the 365 Admin Center under Agents, I went to All Agents and I selected the filter here that just shows Agents published by Microsoft. You can see there's a whole lot of agents here. Some of them I've already covered in previous episodes. In this particular one, there's a Microsoft 365 admin agent, which I've covered on a previous call, which is around the whole tenant, your whole Microsoft 365 tenant. But this particular agent is focusing on SharePoint, and it's called, if I can find it, it's hiding, the admin content governance agent. Bit of a mouthful in my opinion, but it does what it says on the tin. You can, in this interface here, you can decide, well, it gives you an overview of what it is. SharePoint admin related questions in your natural language. And this agent of the Microsoft 365 Copilot will help you find the right information. Search SharePoint sites using properties such as owners, create date, storage, etc. So it's for those SharePoint admin related questions. You can decide who in your organization is a SharePoint administrator and give them access assigned to users or specific groups. So that's who is deployed to, who is it available to, just specific people or all users in the organization, and etc. So these are the ways you can govern who can access the agent. Once you publish it or once you've deployed it by following either of these options here, then this is what it looks like. It will appear here on the left-hand side under my agents, and I can start sending some admin related prompts. So let's just test it here. There's some placeholders here which I might jump into as well. And let's go on with this first one, which is to show me sites created in the last 12 weeks with the highest storage. So, you want to keep on top of your SharePoint site usage, storage perspective. So you type that prompt, and what it will do, it will give me an overview of what it's doing. Is identified only one site that matches my search criteria in the last 12 weeks. Which is great. So this HR's human resources, storage quota, storage use, external sharing is disabled, which is great. Number of files 30. So that's a really quick answer. But I can do other things as well. I can ask it to recap admin activities from the message center. So I can say something like, instead of having to troll through the message center in the admin center, I could ask it to recap admin activities. Let's just see, just something like that. And it should now go to the message center. Notice I didn't actually specify the message center, but it should know enough from just those 3 words what I'm asking. If not, of course, I'd expand my prompt, I'd refine it a bit more. But yeah, let's see what is this. But this is just to save some information. Here's a clear recap of your recent admin activities across based on the insights available to you. So we've got some service health notes, messages. We've got 392 update messages. 139 are highly relevant to my organization, and so on. And even some Copilot usage insights. So, it's done that one user device is not necessarily updated to the channel. So it's given me some information here. But however, suppose I just want SharePoint related info. I could say something like, in fact, it's easy if I just do copy it here. So I'm going to ask the agent to show me only SharePoint related messages. Show only SharePoint related update messages in the last month from the message center. So I'm not interested in Power BI, Teams, Power Automate. There are other people who will be responsible for that. And let's see. So no, in the last 30 days, nothing specific. Fair enough. But if I expand the time range to like 90 days, then there might be something. So let's say expand to the last 90 days. And let's see, nothing like a live demo. This is the type of things you'll be doing, you know? And if there wasn't anything in the last 30 days, that's great, you know? It's not always every day that Microsoft is changing things in its environment. Sometimes it also lets us, you know, settle down with the things that are there. Okay, let's see if we, okay, not quite anything. And now remember, this agent is 2 weeks old, right? At the time of recording. So some things are a bit flaky. As you can see, it's not really given. It says like this, from the data available to me, I can see that your request is correctly classified as SharePoint, but no individual message sent to posts were returned. Okay, for that 90-day window. So no details were found. That's fine. You know what? In another series, I might rerun this and it might show me something. Okay, let me show you another one and let's see what else we can do. Let's see which sites have got external sharing enabled. Let's see if we can do that. That's another good one. So let's just say Command D. Let me type it properly. So again, this is the sort of thing you may want to keep on top of, especially from a security perspective. You don't want sites with external sharing being created without your knowledge. So this is a way of listing the sites. Here are all the SharePoint sites with external sharing enabled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can see it's got some of them. You can see, identify which sites, if you'd like, I can help you identify which sites allow anonymous links, check for guest or user activity, and so on. So you can see these are some of the sites with external sharing enabled. It gives you the date was the site was created, the link to the actual table, to the actual SharePoint site, and so on. Another thing worth noting is you can schedule these prompts. So as much as I'm doing these manually here and now, but suppose I want this to run every week or every month, you know, because you never know. Every month you want to keep on top of what's happening. So you can schedule this prompt. And in a previous episode, I spoke to you about how you can schedule prompts. I'll put the link in the description. But look, which sites have external sharing enabled? Suppose I want this to run every Tuesday or every Monday actually. And I want it to run at least 15 times, once a week. Click on save, starting from the 2nd of February and at 10:30. So that's quite a great. So the thing I'm trying to show you here is the fact that you can schedule these things to happen. So that as an administrator, you don't have to remember. You just know that every Monday I'm going to get that list, and eventually it's going to do it. It'll create that scheduled prompt. So there you have it. So that's going to run every Monday now, and that's just one of them, you know. So you can create these prompts, have them run on a schedule specific to SharePoint, and that's a great way as someone in an admin role to keep on top of things. So again, I hope that was of use to you. Once again, just to let you know, I also have links to other courses I've done, other videos I've done. Have a look at the previous videos I've done and see if there's anyone that's of interest to you. I hope you found this great, and hopefully there'll be more things I can show you in the weeks to come. But this video was all about showing how the admin content governance agent can help you manage and govern your SharePoint sites and give you insights as to external sharing, size of the site, how much storage has been used. I will also give you a playbook with the type of prompts that you can run against the admin content governance agent. Have a look in the description below, and please feel free to use those prompts. Nothing else to say but bye for now. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.